Hi, it's Brenda. Welcome to my channel, the Empress and the Sun Tarot. This is take two. We were beginning with the general reading, and apparently my sound wasn't working. So we're trying it back with the headphones and see if we have a little bit better luck. Once again, just to see if I can stand my vibration. So you're staying strong. So on the general reading, we pulled a couple of oracle cards. The first oracle card was the card of security. So we are all always, liking that feeling. The card of blessings, and then the final card is the card of abundance. Are you ready for the blessings and abundance to pour into your life? That is part of my daily, prayer. Thank you, Father, for your blessings, your favors, your mercy, your grace. Every day that's part of my prayer. And the underlying energy is the card of freedom, which is a bluebird, which I is one of my personal spirit animals. So, what is your spirit animal? We were talking about it last night in a reading, something about the spirit animal. So, what is your spirit animal? I get blue jays, bluebirds. Dave gets the crows, and apparently, I think he said today turtles, and I'm like, well, I have a definite, I'm a Taurus, so I definitely resonate with that bull energy, and he does with a buffalo. So, um, yes, Dave's definitely about the crows. They're around more than the bluebirds. So we are going to just ease back in. We tried it once and the sound wasn't working. So she said, we're just taking a moment. So welcome, everyone. Welcome the princess. Welcome, Beatrice, Brenda. Thank you all, the cat goddess. Thank you, Dave, also as well for joining. So we are, we just pulled the oracle, which is about abundance of blessings, and who's not ready for some more of that in their lives. It was funny when we were doing it today. So he's like, let's go have some fun. So today is definitely about fun. The card that wanted to jump out is the Chariot and the Ten of Pentacles. Are you ready to move? Like as you've been working on your spiritual path, you know what? The abundance is coming. The change is coming. Celia's been telling Dave for a while, you have to be, at least one toe in on mission when 2024 gets here. And, 2024 isn't just a couple weeks. So she's like, it is really an important time because the blessings and favors and the security you've been looking for with a person financially, like the Ten of Pentacles is like financial stability, legacy money. Are you ready for that? Then we get the cards of the Seven of Swords, which is about walking away from the thoughts that don't serve you, from energy that don't serve you. If you feel somebody's taking your energy and taking your energy, walk away. That will bring your personal wish fulfillment. And the Three of Wands and the Two of Cups. So as your even negative thoughts about your person or stability or whatever it is you're trying to manifest. But the blessings are trying to come, and we feel like this is definitely saying by springtime. Celia's already been saying, big changes are happening in the year coming. We get the Justice card, which is about a contract. And the energy is going to move really quickly because then we get the Knight of Swords, which, is the fastest moving knight in the deck. And that is, getting that message and spreading it. You're going to need to spread that message. Why are you so happy? This is what I did. This is what I worked on. This is how I found my path. That is the mission. You're going to we are the beginning of this, and we are going to have to teach others. That's why we do what we do, to teach others. Everything we learn is to be a reference point to give guidance to somebody else. We get the Magician, the Knight of Pentacles, the Fool, and the Ten of Cups. Beautiful energy. We get the Ten of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups, the Sun, the Two of Cups. I mean, looks like really good energy, abundance, blessings. So are you ready for the abundance to pour in? Are you ready for this newfound freedom? She said it comes with that right there, forgiveness. Dave was, and then the new beginning card was under that. Dave was reading he had gotten some new affirmation, forgiveness affirmation cards and was reading them. And like the energy like instantly changed like phenomenally. Like he was like, wow, just a little step in that right direction on forgiveness. And I could feel the energy change. Like he could literally feel it. Like, so are you ready for huge change? I mean, are you ready for this brand new beginning? It's coming. Like she's like, it's coming. Are you ready? So are you ready for the new beginning? I know I am. I was telling Dave, and talking to my daughter about I want to do something different with my hair. I'm like new year, new season for me. Something, there's going to be some kind of big change with me. So he's like, we're going to do something different. So Cat Goddess, current energy between my Capricorn and I. Okay. I'm just going to shuffle a couple more times. Yes. I've had a couple of different microphone problems and this and that, and I recently, for our anniversary, I ordered Dave some AirPods, and he liked them. It's funny because he was looking at them, and I had just went ahead and I got him for him, and then I'm terrible about keeping secrets, so I went ahead and I gave him to him, and it's funny because he's like, I had him in my cart, but I wanted to know how they were, so I was going to buy them for you to let you check them out, and I'm like, well, yours are going to be here, so he liked his so much, he bought me some, and I have been a little resistant to them, but clearly it's working. So I'm just gonna have to learn to work with the earpiece in. Um, which is a different thing for me. So I was trying with both, so now I'm just trying one and seeing if that makes my life easier. But I don't know what my microphone problems is. Like we had one, then we got another, and then we got other little microphones, and they'll work, and then then they stop. And Mercury's not even in retrograde. So we are going to go for the Cat Goddess energy between the Capricorn and her. You get the card of protection, you get the card of community, and you get the card of wisdom and change. So whatever's going on, just know things are about to change, and just know that you're always protected by your angels. And as you're sharing your wisdom with the community, and stepping into mission, that is how you're gonna like change. She's like, step in. Hello. The elevator doors are open. Are you coming? Like, because as soon as like you do that, there's like change, like immediately. She's like, immediate change. And it's like it's waiting on you. And then the happiness is coming in. So if there's a little separation or things are not exactly how you want them to be, know that change is coming. And that's like, wish, you know, and the abundance card is under that. She said, like wish fulfillment card, like that's happy change coming. Sometimes it's like the storm warning. That's a different kind of change. So it just depends. What kind of change are you trying to attract? So I forgot to make my chat bigger. So Miss Corinne, how are you doing? Yeah, Celia says, how are you? Yeah, that was like a good happy change looking card. So I am so excited. We leave at our flight leaves at 5:30 Saturday morning. Like Early. We are currently getting Corinne, because Corinne is always so generous and always donates to the channel. So we are I told Dave, I'm like, we are gonna have to like do like maybe a meditation up on a couple of the vortex side and maybe do a little I told him I'm gonna have to take my cards up and do some readings up there and share the magical Sedona experience with everybody and do some readings from there. We're gonna see what how the signal is. If not, we're just gonna record them and then I will upload them. But we are definitely planning on sharing our Sedona experience. And we are using the Sacred Destiny cards. They're some of my favorite cards. They have the waves there with the sun are like two of my, favorite energies right there. You're doing a general for Corinne. It's funny because that diligence card was on the card I showed the back of. That was the card. So you get the card of diligence. So just keep hanging in there, keep working at it. You get the card of miracles, and that has a double rainbow on it. And we get the card of leadership and blessings. So that looks really good, Corinne. We are definitely liking that energy. Just keep flying high, trying to be above the fray, and just keep working on your co-creating with source. Like I feel like it's wanting you to get out there and like spend some time and like meditate and like really like what is your dream? What is your wish? Like and are you going to have a new role in leadership? Because this feels like future to me for like leadership. So are you looking for a promotion? Um okay. The star, the healing energy, Aquarius, the Four of Cups, the Magician, the Page of Wands, and the Nine of Cups. Corinne, I feel like you've been doing healing and knowing your worth, and you're going to get a new offer that you've been wanting to manifest. I feel like the offer is going to come um, in the early part of next year, because that makes me feel like the wheels turning. But like early part of next year, because this looks very spring like. And are you looking for a new position with work or a new leader, some new leadership? I feel like work. Yes. As you know your worth, they will know it as well. Like, know your worth. She's like, as you know your worth, by that self love you're working on, by doing that and the forgiveness, like knowing your value is like going to give you that. So, and we know you've been working on it and they see that there's a change in you. So we feel like they're already talking about it. Like it's already in the works, like it's already being talked about. So kind of crazy that when you talk to them and wanted a boundary and to do less, with you asking to do less, they're going to give you a job of something more. How does that work? Pretty fun, isn't it? So Yes, like that, like you did that. And that's like showing them, okay, she can, she can stand up for herself. She knows what she wants. Like she's knowing her value. Like it's just a confidence you carry, like with you, like with that. So keep carrying it. So Miss Beatrice, oh, you finally took time to recharge. That's definitely necessary. Yeah. Like as you know your worth, they're gonna know it. Honestly, like as you know it, they know it. Like so keep high-fiving yourself in the morning and keep doing the Wonder Woman pose and know like how amazing you truly are and that they see that. Like as you feel that with you, they feel it. Like, yeah, because you set a boundary. Like otherwise they're just gonna push you and push you as they feel like, oh, you have to have that job. You don't have to have that job, and they know that in a second. They see your value, and as soon as you see it, like they're gonna reflect that right back to you. So keep it up, Corinne. And like I was listening to somebody today, and they were talking about um the new moon in Sag, which is on 12/12, Dave and I's anniversary. And that is a new moon that like where you can like dream your like biggest wishes, like because Sag is like that carefree energy of so like dream your like next Tuesday, spend a few minutes and like take some deep breaths and get centered and like dream your little dream you want. Like, where do you want to be in a year? Where do you want to be in 5 years? Where do you want to be in 10 years? Where, ultimately, I would love my channel to blow up and like me to be doing mediumship events. That's where my ultimate big goal is. So I'm putting that out there when we're in Sedona um, of what I'm wanting. I'm wanting, apparently we want to be heard. So um, we are a messenger, so we want to be heard. So um, thank you for donating, Corinne. We always greatly appreciate you. And so he says, know your worth. As you know your worth, like they're going to reflect it back to you so quick, you're going to be surprised. Hi, Miss Beatrice. What are you up to? Earlier, when I was making dinner, I had Dave playing the bowls for me. I'm like, play the bowls for me. And then I'm like, and I'm going to cook and I'm going to do other stuff, but I just need you to. So the current energy in here is Dave played in here and spread some love for me. So, Miss Beatrice, do you have a question? Yeah, we're going to be on tomorrow, so hopefully we see you tomorrow, Corinne. But yeah, I'm so excited. Saturday, first thing there, so we're going to do some sightseeing, and so through our travels, I'm going to post some little videos of the vortex sites and just the magical energy of Sedona. Like I have one picture that we had the last time we were there, and like maybe the time before that, we were standing on a rock and like the sun is like shining a beam of light right down on Dave and I. It's like just it's a magical place. If you haven't been, you should go. Oh, Corinne, you know what I was talking to somebody about? Doing a retreat in Sedona, maybe in June. Doing like some sound healing, some meditation, some Reiki, some vortex energy. So just a heads up. Celia's been just in my ear about it since we talked about it. I know I said something about my hair. Dave's like, you want to just cut it inch off? I said, if I'm cutting it and I'm gonna like, I'm gonna cut it like I'm in the back, it's longer, so I'm gonna cut like that much off. So um and do a different color. Yes, so yeah, we're gonna have Dave bring his bowls and his drum because he does phenomenal drumming. And just do some stuff there. So so you said tell you. But it's definitely a magical place. So we will have more tea dales to come, but we're thinking June because then it's nice, but not like super hot, like not too bad. Try to either do it on like a new moon or the full moon. We'll have to look and see when the maybe eclipses stuff. Have to look and see what's going on in June. I will have to look and see now. So I know Dave will write all that down and let me know because I bet it'll be gone. So Miss Beatrice, yes, I feel like today is like so much lighter. Like from even this morning, Celia's like, let's go have some fun. Like that's, and then we were like, the audio wasn't working, so we're just like, here, we'll just do it again. Try something new. And Miss Beatrice, you get the card of trust and you get the card of release. And I feel like that's control and just everything is changing. And you get the card of openness. So, um, have you been opening some new gifts? Have you been have you been meditating? Have you been being out under the stars at all? Me and Dave were just out like because now it's dark at 5:30. Are you getting more messages? I hear broken open. Like, are you getting messages? You get the Ace of Pentacles and then the Magician. So definitely brand new, shifting energy in the physical. The underlying energy is the Seven of Wands, which is about boundaries and making the choice to stand up for what you're actually believing in and not caring what other people are thinking and just like being like this is the choice I have to make for me and trust that as you do that and you're like I'm all in, I'm all in, source, let's go. Like when you like decide that like I'm all in. You know what? Sometimes I get it, and then even I sometimes after I do that, even have to take a nap and integrate it. And sometimes it's 2 or 3 days till like you fully try to, Sometimes if you're trying to overanalyze it, it makes it harder. Yeah, and like sometimes I get images, and then you have to like figure out like the universe likes to speak in metaphors. So, like, when you get an image, pay attention to what is in the image, because, like, a lot of times it's a metaphor for something. Like, Dave's been taking on some other stuff at work that he's like helping stuff. And then yesterday, he's like, I'm trying to be of service. And then he's like, but now it's kind of, it was helping a couple people, but now it's like getting to be a lot of people. So he was stressed out, and I was channeling Celia, and I'd been playing the bowls. And so we went and sat, and I was like, Dave, how do you feel about your IT department? Do you feel like they're fully capable? And he's like, oh, I'm like, judgment. You're having judgment on them in the past, and you don't think they're capable. So now you're an expert on this other part of your job, but not this other thing that's the problem. But everybody's coming and asking you, and now you're getting bogged down with this work. I said, why don't you reach out to IT and say, hey, this is going on, And he's like, oh, that's a great idea. And I'm like, because you don't have to, for one, you got to release the judgment on that energy. So whatever the judgment is that's coming around you, because like there's like the 7 of Wands, and then it's all swords right there. It's like, that's got to go. Like this new opportunity, like what you're manifesting, like, are you ready for like the big thing? Like, she's got a big old pinnacle. Like, are you ready for the big thing? Are you ready to step out from the shadow? It's been a time. It's been asking you to trust, but now you got to release and like look at what the metaphors are that it's trying. Like, where is it coming back around from? If you want to do something different with them, talk to them. Tell them what you want. Like, I know somebody was having a thing where somebody was coming to them at night in the dream space, and they said, I don't want that. So then it doesn't happen. But if that's what you want them to do, or you want like more messages, like a lot of times when I'm talking to Celia, I'll like do my thing, and I'll be like, what messages do I need to know? And a lot of times just doing the action of doing my cards, I get the download of the answer. Like, I get the answer. Like, and sometimes we don't believe what's coming in. No, that can't be. But most of the time, like, you're getting the answer from your higher self. That's, if you're asking for guidance and you're in that space to be able to like do it, like, ask. Because like, I feel like they're definitely like, there's messages. Like, somebody said something, like, I gave my son his birth chart, and I'm like, it's truly like your personal blueprint. And Dave said, well, it says in the Bible, know about the sun and the moon, the sun and the stars, and that. And I'm like, it's so true. Like, your astrology is like so important to you. Anyway, often whatever we went. So, but like a lot of times, like when I'm getting woke up in the middle of the night, and I don't understand a message, I'll pull cards and say, Celia, what are you trying to tell me? What is this message? And like, get the cards, the moon, the king of swords, the 6 of cups. So about masculine energy from your past that's caused some shadow, like that's coming back around. It's like a pattern that's repeating that comes back around. So are you having a boundary? Are you not repeating the cycle? Are you? Yeah. And sometimes with that, like, you say, I don't want it. And you know what? Until you say, I do want it, it's not going to happen. Like Celia gives me songs. Like earlier this morning, there was a song for Dave, and it was like, I get one lyric of the song, and then like we got to try to figure out what song it is. So, which we've gotten really good at. And like, it was like such an on point, like, I hear song lyrics with Celia. So, um, if you're hearing like one lyric of a song, pay attention to it. If you're listening to a radio and like, or some kind, if you're listening to music in whatever way you listen to it, if there's a song that catches you, know that it's intentional and listen and be like, okay. Sometimes we're like, okay, and I'm like, what are the lyrics? And we pull the lyrics up and like, look at what is the message with that, because the universe really speaks in metaphors. It's definitely in metaphors. So, anyone that would like a message, please just drop a comment. Let us know you're here, and we will do some cards. Yeah, Beatrice, I feel like all you have to do is ask, "Hi, the princess. How are you?" Like, just invite them. Like we said, your grandma was trying to like clearly has been trying to reach you through us. So yes, definitely like metaphor, like Dave was not having confidence in his IT department. So instead of the people going to the IT department, they were coming to him because that was his thought on it. But now he's working on having a different thought because he wants a different. The universe is really quick right now on showing you right where your belief is on something. And those, it's a belief that doesn't serve him. So, oh, it's is like I'm just like the energy's like super strong. So, um, if you're feeling calm, awesome, savor it. I hear savor it. We're still using the Sacred Destiny. Um, she said these are one of my favorite decks. So, do you have a question? Would you like a general? What would you like tonight? Dave had a meeting, so we're like we're gonna go do a live. So, Beatrice, when you're doing your cards, ask her what her message is. Call her in. Say, I wish to call in my grandmother. Say her name. Say you wish, like call her in and say, I wish for messages that are for my highest and my greatest good. Because, like, she is still right there. Like, she knows everything going on. Like, and then you can be open or not about that with your mom. Like, sometimes, like, people don't take well to that. just so, just yes, and she probably has a message for your mom, and to also let you know she is around for when we transition, our family is around, like they are there, like so just know, like she is around to support you in this time to show you there is no death. Like with your relationship with her, you can have right now, you can realize there's no death. So whenever your mom transitions, you will know there is no death. Like there's none. Like we transition non-physical, but like there is no death, like at all. But I feel like she wants to be like one of your guides, like, and you have to ask. You have to like. I feel like when you meditate and do like meditate and then ask her what she wants to tell you. If you don't get it, then like say, I'm gonna pull some cards. Like you have all the power in the world right within you, Miss Beatrice. All of it. So we are getting cards now for the princess, the general. And I see that adventure card, and the first thing it made me think of is that Sag energy, the princess. So, where is Sag in your chart? And apparently, there's a lot of message for you. You get the card of adventure and security, and then you get the card of inner peace. And then another message is healing chaos, action, and purity, which we feel like that is saying forgiveness. Well, you have it in a house. So whatever house that Sag is in, it affects that house. Like if it's in, like healing chaos, like that's going to heal like so much for you and bring the flow in and the inner peace for you. But like we have all the signs in our chart. You might not have a planet there, but like that sign is still ruling a certain house in your chart. So look at what's you know what houses or houses it's in. Because like I am a Taurus sun, but I have a Sag rising. So but with that adventure, the first thing I heard was Sag. So whatever whatever sign Sag is in your chart, where whatever house that is, there may be some new adventure happening. Is some Celia message. So look and see what house Sag is in for you. Because even if you sometimes we think we don't have it, but we have all the signs. It's just a different energy if you have a planet in that sign. You get the Page of Swords and the Ace of Swords. So a brand new way of looking at things, maybe a little more focused, and then the Ten of Swords on the bottom. So that's like so much just like, here's the message. Are you hearing it? So here's the message. Are you hearing it? Forgiveness, inner peace. And look where the Sag is. So it's really going to help. Like Dave and I have both been working on it because when Dave's working on something, I'm working on something. So Dave and I, Dave and I have been working on forgiveness. So, and a lot of that's forgiveness of yourself. Yourself. Where do you need to forgive yourself? That's where the forgiveness train needs to start with you. We hear. So, anyone that would like a message, please just drop a comment so we know who's here, and we will. Yes, Amariah, the Prince Small. So, Amariah, yes, for you. Do you want a general? Do you have a question? What would you like? You are very welcome. And yeah, she's like really the like forgiveness is you're like forgiving yourself. Like okay, we'll wait for your question. Questions about B. So Well, these look pretty good. You get the cards of building blocks, and you get the card of go the distance, and you get the card of imagine. So I would say there's definitely some good potential future energy for you. Um, what would you like it to be? Like, where would you like it to go? How would you like it to be? You get to dream the dream. You get the Ace of Cups and the Fool. So honestly, it would appear so. And honestly, you want me to tell you something? The best way you can attract energy from him, self love. The more you love you, the more he will love you or be interested in you, be attracted to you. Like self love and confidence is like a magnet. So be confident. So, Denise, we will get you next. Yes. Okay. Is this like Horizon Air, like airplane flying? Because you get the card of time to go. So, the underlying energy is chaos and conflict, but it's like there's like big change happening. Oh, yeah, big change. It's going to be a huge change for your life. Like this is a zebra and it's got like giraffe spots, but the giraffe spots are coming off like so like we feel like big change is coming and we feel like time to go. Like she's walking off somewhere. Have a great time. We are you going to be what are you going to be? Are you going to be a flight attendant? What are you going to do? We're like, what are you going to do? We um we always take a little we always get take when we fly, we get a little goodie bag and put a little bit of candy in it, a little chocolate cuz we we fly earlier, we fly late normally and so we give little sweet little gifts to the flight attendants. And we were meant to tell you that so you would expect it. Like people to give you little like thank you things like as a little tip, like a little thank you. So expect that. I don't feel like it will. Totally in your past, you got to let it go. The only person judging you is you because you get the 10 of swords, which is that shit can be no more dead. Let it go. It's in the past. The only person judging it is you. Like you're judging it. And then the high priestess is there, which is like you're the one judging it. Like you're the one that's holding counsel over it. Like you, like have a different thought. Say, I am such a different person now. Like, and you are. Um, and you get the King of Swords, which is about having a clear thought about it. You're very clear headed now. You know what you want. You're going in a great direction. But like we love our flight attendants. We like always get them some little goodies. So we feel very good about it. Time to go. Have a great time. Like, sometimes things happen. Like, you got treatment and now you're better, right? Like, the only person judging you about it right now is you. Say, it was, I have to tell you something, Denise. You want to know what it's called? A reference point. Because you know what? In the future, you're going to have somebody and you're going to say, you know what? That happened to me. Because you know how many crazy things in my life have happened that now when I've done a reading and be like, it's a reference point. And literally, that's what my guide, Celia, that I'm channeling says. They're reference points. And take it as that. That was a reference point. So now if you meet somebody that's had that situation, you're going to have a different empathy for them, or you're going to be able to know the signs of it, and you're going to be able to just be there for somebody that's going to need those words from you. And the only reason it will be is if you believe it will be. Your words are powerful. Like, here, my guide Celia is really good about telling you people to write it down. Write the story how you would like it to be. Like, you get to be in control. Like, this is a simulation. You get to be in control. I'll tell you, Denise, the other day, Dave and I, my husband, Big Wave Dave, we were driving and we were in, we lived by Indianapolis. So we were driving through Indianapolis from one side to the other. And there was like crazy, Dave was having anxiety and I could feel him driving. I'm like, you're having anxiety. And I said, I really love driving in our bubble because we do. And Dave said, so you told me, I love when we drive in our bubble. And I said, I love when we drive in our bubble. And Dave repeated it. I love when we drive in our bubble. And within 14 seconds from the time I had the thought till out my mouth to Dave's mouth, the whole, like, we affected 100 cars around us by literally changing our thought to focus on what you want. Like, you get to think about what you want, focus on where you want to go. It's a reference point from the past. It's not who you are today. Literally, the only person still judging you about it's you. When you forgive yourself and say, it was a reference point, it was where I was, I love myself now. And it's about get yourself love. The more you love yourself, the easier everything's going to go for you. So, honestly, my guide Celia's thing is about, your self-love and your self-worth, and like how to manifest, like, and we feel like it's been a hard time for you, which is called the dark night of the soul, but that's because you're leveling up and you're going somewhere new. Like, this is big change coming. Be flexible with it. If they ask, be completely honest. Like, this is what happened, this is why, this is the treatment I have, and this is where I am. Like, totally be like open to, like, be authentically you. So, oh, I am as well. Dave is. We are. Yeah, like, but you get to, like, if they ask. But as soon as you stop focusing on it, it will be no focus. Like, the only person focusing on it is you. Like, you create you. It's shocking. You create your reality. Hi, the Dollface Diva. But like literally, you like it's crazy to think, but you literally like me and Dave said we wanted our bubble. We like to drive with like a couple 100 feet in front and behind us. And we both said it. And then literally those cars sped up and those cars slowed down. And we had our bubble for the next 5 miles till we got off the highway. Seriously, like if I wasn't there, I would not have believed it. Dave either. Like the crazy thing, like your words are that powerful and you just have to believe in them. And I know my words are powerful, and me and Dave get evidence of it all the time until you did that so we could see. Like I say, I like to drive in a bubble, and I do. Like when I drive, I put one hand on the steering wheel and one hand on my leg, and I say, "Hey, Celia, let's go for a drive." She loves to drive. I was funny because when we're going to when we're going to Sedona, we actually are getting a Challenger, which is my favorite kind of car that I want one someday. But like, so we're getting one, so super excited about that. Put that in my vortex so we get to do that there. Like, so I like to drive with a bubble, like in front and behind us. Like I like front row parking too. I expect it. Every time me and Dave go anywhere, front row parking. Like we always get like the first or second spot every time. It's my expectation. It's what I get. And you guys could all get it too by just having that expectation of that's what you want. Like our words are so powerful, like unbelievably powerful. But like ask your higher self to drive with you the next time you got to drive somewhere. And is a Mako Mek the M person, the letters are small. I know a lot of the other names, so I can see that. But Mocha, um, you're next. Mecca. Thank you, Dave. Where I could see it. I was like, I cannot see. I forgot to make my chat bigger. I made it a little bit bigger, but not enough. So now I can see. Thanks, everybody. Someday YouTube's going to have it where I can have somebody on with me and then we could just talk. That's my preference. So, Mecca, you're at bat. Do you have a question? Do you like general guidance? What would you like? Look, this feels like such a lighter, funner energy tonight. I'm so happy. Okay, we are going to get guidance, whatever wants to come out with that. And you get what you focus on. So, like, do you meditate for one? And we're going to have to go get that one. Um, the first card is the card of breathe, which is about meditating and getting your energy in a good place. Like, you can, like, manifest, like, did you hear my story about the traffic? That's like serious. Like, we really did that. And I have to ask, you found me. Are you a twin flame? So Dave and I are twin flames and we attract that energy. So are you a twin flame? Because you get the breathe card, which is about getting centered, and you get the to the sea card, which makes me feel like on your journey doing the work, sometimes like, and then you get the card of a new life, which is the beginning you want to happen, and you get the card of come to the edge. So um are you a twin flame? just we just attract that. And I don't know why I did not. Here we're gonna. I'm gonna make it where I can see it. Hi, sister girl. How are you? Well, that's why I'm at. Well, I'm a twin flame, and they are gonna. If it is that, they're gonna. They're gonna trigger everything within you. Because that's what is meant to happen. And I feel that way with the come to the edge card. We're gonna get one of my Celia cards. And if you're focusing on lack of abundance, it's going to attract that. So, um, the card of abundance want to come out, and the card of boundaries, which is we teach people how to treat us. So, no, it's not. Like me and Dave are literally, we work on it every single day. Like we are, we're having our 2-year anniversary, but like every day is work, like every day. But Mecca, you get the card of boundaries. We teach people how to treat us, but and then you get abundance. Look around and see the abundance pouring into your life. And you know what happens with abundance first? You start seeing it in your external environment with other people. And when you start seeing other people that are doing like really well, like people that are in love know that that's coming if you're seeing a lot of that in your environment. If you see a lot of people with like if you're wanting a new car and you see a lot of people with new cars, be like, thank you, source. I know it's coming. That's confirmation it's coming because it's in my environment before it's in my physical. And that's what's coming. So abundance is coming. And you get the card of be of service, which is it all starts with you, be the change the world needs. Um, do you know where your North Node is? Do you know where your Chiron is? Chiron is the key symbol on your birth chart. My guide Celia says that is the key to our healing and very important. And your North Node is your mission in this life as well. And we're going to get a couple cards for you. Do you know, oh, Chiron, what degree? Because Chiron's in Aries right now in retrograde. It's at 15 degrees. I know because my Chiron's at 12 degrees. So it's like really influencing, like my audio wasn't working and my Chiron's in my third house. It's about being heard. Oh, North Node Aquarius, me too. What house for the North Node? For me, the North Node's in the second house. Oh, for you, it's like 10th or 11th house. Hold on. Chiron and Aries in the first house. Aquarius can't be in your seventh house because there's only Pisces in between them. So, North Node, seventh house. That is about one on one relationships. And then whatever sign, like the house and the sign, and then the natural ruler, like planet of that of the house is like super important to like figuring out like all of that. But Chiron is in Aries right now in retrograde right now. Like as you're working towards the North Node and healing the Chiron, like things really open up. And you get the Ace of Cups, which is, you know, about self love and filling your cup up first. And this is the time for you to like, sometimes there's that separation for you to fill up your cup. for you to work on your self-love, because you know what? The more you love yourself, the more that other person is gonna, like, mirror it right back to you. Like, if Dave comes in and he's not in a good energy, I mirror that right back to him, and I'm like, "What is going on with the energy? I was just, like, super high vibe 2 minutes ago, and now, like, I wanna punch your arm. What's going on?" Like, literally that, like, energy, like, that change, like, you mirror that with that person. So, if you really, really, really love you, you know what? They're gonna be able to do nothing but love you. Like, they're gonna mirror back exactly how you feel about yourself. As crazy as that sounds. And the 3 of Wands is personal wish fulfillment, and the Knight of Swords, the quickest moving energy in the deck, it's going to come towards you. And you get the Chariot and the Eight of Cups, which is about walking your spiritual path. That's going to come towards you when you start doing that. So start looking and like doing like a little research on your North Node in that house and that sign and what that means for you, like in your Chiron. Like Celia's like Chiron's super important. It is the, childhood wound and your wounded healer. So, sister girl, North Node, Leo, Chiron, and Sag. Oh, yeah. North Node, Leo, you're about being seen. What house is that North Node in? Like the house is like super duper important. Like, so he's like, the house is important. What house is that in? And the doll face diva, are you still around? So he says, "Are you still around? We were gonna get you, and then can we get a message for you?" Oh yeah, look at the house. Like that's like, well, I'm gonna tell you this. You found me, and I'm a twin flame, and I'm a twin flame reader. So the odds of you finding me is pretty much, we would say yes. And it was like once you step on mission, that situation's going to happen. And the abundance card was there as part of my Celia guidance for you. That's why she was asking about your chart, because as you work on your North Node and your Chiron, like that can bring that together. Because as you're working and healing your stuff, your person's working and healing that as well. Like you are a mirror to that person. So like if they have like a non-commitment issue, look at where you also have that, because they're just reflecting that back to you, something you have as well. So like if they're having like a certain issue, look at where you have that very same thing, because normally they're always, it's not even normally, it's always they're reflecting it back to you. Like I kept attracting people that were not emotionally available, and you know what the common denominator was? Me me Like, so I had to look, and I've learned that like when Dave has something, like I have an energy somewhere with it. Like um it's funny because, Dave, you have IT energy. And you know what? Sometimes I get frustrated with my IT too. You're my IT. So, how you feel about them? Sometimes I'm like, I ask him something, and I expect, since he does computer stuff, sometimes I expect him to just know all the answers for all of my stuff. Like, I was working on something today, and it was a new software thing popped up, and I'm like, I wish Dave knew about this. So, I don't expect you to know it all. I love you. Look, and that's live right there. Me and Dave working on stuff. Like literally, that's right there. Me and Dave working on stuff. Like true, right there. Like live and in person. So I'm reflecting that back to you, and I don't want to. I like when you have all my answers because forever you did. If I had a question, you could always have my answer. So I liked that expectation better. So can we work on that? And literally, that's me and Dave like conversation right there. We're like, okay, you got this energy somewhere. I got it somewhere too. Like, honestly, like, and just that simple. Like, that's the realization when I'm with Celia that we'll have that, like, oh, well, Dave's having this. Where do we have it? Like, honestly, if they have something, look at where, like, I did a focus wheel on commitment. And like right after that, I met Dave like within a week of that focus wheel on working on my energy on what I wanted with a committed relationship. Like, and it was just the perfect time. It was the right time for us. But like, yeah, because in some way, everything like that they have going on, you have it in some way. So we are getting cards for you, the doll face diva. But like everywhere that that's going on, you have like that. Like, and that's Dave. Dave reminds me of me when I was first on my spiritual journey. And you know what? I was stubborn and I'm like, I'm not doing this. That's crazy. I'm not doing this. And you know what? Eventually, here I am. You get the card of power. Like, you have all the power. And then the card of new beginning. Like, I feel like that Dave would like on my younger time, on my, the whole journey of it all. Like, I started way younger than him. Like, so like, yeah, we're gonna get you a Celia card. You get the card of emotional check-in, which is place your hand on your heart and ask how do you feel, and gratitude and appreciation, which is it is the highest vibration. Make a list and savor your life, and you get the card of twin flames, and you get the moon activation. Spend some time under the moonlight. So he's doing it as you're doing it. He's doing it. So no, as you do the work, he is doing the work as well. Like there's the card. And like as you have forgiveness and love for yourself, you're going to be able to feel like that for him. Like, and no, forgive him for he knows not what he does. He's just doing the best he could do every day, just like you. And as he knows better, he's doing better. And like just so all the power is with you. You have it all. Like you got it all. I mean, I'm serious. You just sit and watched me and Dave work something live, like right then. That was a true thing. Like Dave was having it. Like I talked about it earlier about Dave having energy with the IT, like when he wanted to be of service. And then you know what I did? I was like, okay. And then now look, here it is back with I have the energy with Dave being my IT. So yes, and like that's what you have to do about your parents and about anybody that you feel ever has wronged you. They were just doing the best they could do and the best they knew with what they were raised with. And like, as you know better, do better. Like Dave was saying, how do I clean up all the judgment I've ever had? And so you said, start right now and go forward. Just don't create any more karma with it. Just stop having judgment. Like literally, just stop judging. Like and go from here forward and go through doing that. That will work with some of that energy from the past. Like focus on now and going forward. That's all you can focus on right now, forward. Like, yeah, like So whatever issue you feel he's having, write it down and come to like the general place of it. Is this, is this emotional? Is this a financial thing? Is this a pattern? Is this about commitment? Is this about, being, emotionally available? Where is he with this? Like, where is he? Where do I feel he is? And then literally ask, where do I also have that? Because you have it, like some energy about it. Like everything Dave has, like we do all that. So we hope that helps. So sister girl, are you still here? Like you are next. How'd you know? Uh, oh, Capricorn Sun, Libra Moon, Chiron and Sag, North Node Leo. Oh, so your North Node is about being seen and heard because Leo is about, and it's about the fun things like Dave's North Node is in his fifth house, but his is about a Pisces. So, a totally different thing there. But which house is the North Node in? Why am I fifth North Node? Oh, well, here we're just gonna get you a Celia card to start with. Sometimes she just puts it out there. Wow. Well, the first card you got was the crystal healing. You get the spirals of life, sound healing, a star activation, divine timing, and lean back. Are you are you energetically pursuing him? Are you being the masculine energy? Um, and your North Node's about being happy. Fifth house Leo stuff. Like be happy, be that outward expression of it. And you're and let it be easy. I don't have the card here, but there's not, I mean, like, this definitely feels like my path. Oh, yeah, just like me, I'm the masculine. And it's being the masculine energy in the feminine body and trying to figure out the energy with that. So being feminine in that masculine energy, being happy and shining your light. Like your North Node is like, and then you get the card of let it be easy. I feel like totally yes, like, and you found me, and she's like, most of the people that find me are twins, and you get the crystal healing, which like was part of my path, and the spirals of life are, oh, his Chiron's in, well, Chiron in the third house is about communication. It's also about being bullied or problems with siblings. And in Scorpio, it's all about transformation, like healing that will cause such huge transformation with him. Like as he does that, like, that is his mission in life, is to heal that, and to like speak about it, like, as he heals it. Chiron in the third house. My Chiron's in the third house. And Leo's definitely about the sun and being seen in the strength card. So, um, but we feel like lean back, stop being masculine. Divine timing, pull your energy back, do some sound healing. Dave does some wonderful stuff. We were asking him about, did some stuff for us. I told him he needs to do some more videos. But like, focus on reclaiming your feminine aspect, like work on being happy and focusing on the feminine energy, like, and pull your energy back, because you know what happens as you lean back, you know what they do? Lean in. If you pull back, they lean in. That's like literally, like, that's what it says. Make them feel your absence. It's like literally lean back, like, give them some space, let them miss you. Like, they can feel your energy. And when you pull it back, they can feel that. Like, you feel when they pull theirs back. But like, reclaim this confidence. Know you're healing the karma and the cycles and the pattern. Um, do you use any kind of crystals? Um, I have found this fuchsite and ruby, I think that's what it is, has done a lot for me of healing. Um, so I have a couple of different pieces I wear. So something about that, like for some like healing. How's your relationship with your mom? I don't know. I'm hearing your mom. Is your mom in the physical? We're just asking 'cause sometimes we channel and I'm hearing your mom. So, like, it's not stopping. So, is your mom in the physical, or oh, smoky quartz is about doing some of that deep work. Maybe some rose quartz, or you know what my favorite is? Angel aura. I call it my happy bracelet. Literally, I had my brother-in-law wear it, who's maybe not the happiest person, and he was like, "Oh, you're so funny." And I'm like, "I'm not really that funny." Um, Something about the energy with your mom. Forgive your mom. Something about your mom. Sometimes I channel energy from beyond, and like, there's like somebody really in some somebody's really insistent about your mom. Like, I just keep hearing your mom. So, are you angry with her? Do you hold resentment against her? Have you judged her? Um, I just keep hearing your mom. So, um, she was doing the best she could do. Like, that's so freeing to you when you can just do that and know she was just doing the best she could do. Like, that's, I just keep hearing your mom. So it's, and you know what? Because you feel that way, it makes her do it, because the law of attraction, you get what you think about. Um, Seriously, if you like, write the story of how you would like it to be. Honestly, like the craziest story, like, say, like, on 12/12 coming up next Tuesday is the new moon in Sag. Like, and that is the most easiest time to manifest like your wildest dreams. Like, say, I would like a really close, do you want a close relationship with your mom? Like, I feel like somebody's wanting you to like, what you're reflecting at her, she's just reflecting back at you. Like, she feels that same way with you. Would you believe it? If somebody asked her, that's probably exactly what she would say about you. We mirror the people in our lives and they show us where we, um, in that masculine energy, a lot of times we're not, we like emotionally like compartmentalize, like to where the feminine energy doesn't do that. It's kind of all intertwined. So, and you already said you were in the masculine. So, like, if somebody wants you to look at the relationship with your mom, but like literally, she's mirroring back to you how you're. It's crazy. It really is how this life works. Scorpio, where's Scorpio in your chart? Because Scorpio's that way. Scorpio is like, I want to know what's going on with you, but I don't really want to discuss what's going on with me. Like, she is mirroring how you feel. If you want something different with her, um, and it's about with doing that, have the boundary, and you get to write the story. I want to, I would like, and say what exactly what your boundaries are, what you would like. I would like to be able to text her if I need to talk to her. I would like to feel that she can come to me if she needs to. I would like to feel that I could come to her. I just say that because you know what? I don't have my mom. She's been gone for 23 years. So um that's why I'm like, I keep hearing the mom, 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 like very strongly about your mom. Like, but like you can write, like Celia's always about write it down. So write the story that you want. Like you get to pick, you get to totally 100% choose what you want. And a lot of times, people older than us don't know about expressing their feelings because they were never taught about that. And just, it's like a foreign concept to them, honestly. So, you get the card of community, the card of release, the card of new beginnings again, relaxation and transformation. So, as far as with your mom, decide what you want and then let it go. Say what you want and let it go. Like your words are powerful. All you have to do is say it one time. I would like an easier, fun relationship. Like, say you want it. Source is listening. Co create. Say you want it. Like, all you got to do, say what you want. Like, once I figured out, like, my last step with Manifest and Dave is I figured out, okay, I keep attracting people that are non committal. The one common factor, and that was me. So where do I have that? And like, so I'm like, okay. And I was doing following Abraham a lot. And I did a focus wheel on commitment. And literally within a week, I started talking to Dave. Like that quick. Like the energy changed in me doing a focus wheel on what I did want. If you want, if you're looking to manifest anything, transformation, and that Lilith is about that strong feminine energy, that woman that can't be tamed. So, and and Scorpio is about lifelong transformation, like with that, like of you standing in your power. Like, how are you in your feminine energy? Like we feel like you're in much more of your masculine and it's really calling you to be in your feminine. Like focus on your feminine energy, focus on the things that make you feel more girly. Um, the masculine energy wants to pursue you. They don't want to be pursued energetically, physically, any of it. If they're being pursued, it's normally life and death, and they don't like that. So they would rather to be the pursuer. So you have to be in the receiving of that, which is non-chasing. Just from my personal experience, reference points for my life. Um, from what I've been on my journey, initially from 2008 and then in a different level in 2013 and continuing on from there. So long journey. Like but like if you want a like do the focus wheel right where you're at currently at the top in the middle of the circle, right where you want your relationship to be, and then write general statements about it around like a clock. Like I see lots of that mother daughter bond around me. And know as you're seeing that for other people, like if you're out shopping and you see that mother daughter shopping moment, be like, thank you, source, for showing me the confirmation of what I would like. Like you get to put it out there. Like when you see it in your environment, no, it's in your environment before it's coming to you. So be grateful for it. Thank you for showing me. When you see those couples that are sweet and all mushy, you know what? Be like, thank you, source. I know that's coming to me. As far as money, the same thing. When you see people that are doing really well, say, thank you, source. I know it's coming to me. And just get in that habit of every time when you see that thing that you're wanting that's not in your life yet, be like, thank you, source. I know that's a sign that it's coming to me, and have that expectation that that is a sign that it's coming to you because it is. It's in our environment, then in our personal physical energy. Welcome the Queen of Swords. Oh my gosh, an hour and a half. Where's the time gone? So the Queen of Swords, how are you doing this evening? Um, you are very welcome. And I mean, we will be back in the morning. We are doing well. We are going to get you, and then I think we're going to be done. I didn't realize I'd been on for an hour and a half. Time flies when you're channeling, being in the now. So I just hear Dave in the kitchen, so I'm like, oh, his meeting's over. So, do you have a question? Would you like a general? What would you like tonight? Well, you get a couple of cards. First card you get's the card of lean back, which means you're energetically pursuing him. And the masculine we were just talking about it with Sister Girl, that the masculine energy likes to be the pursuer. So you get the card of lean back, which is give them some space to miss you. So pull your energy back, because if you pull back, you know what they're going to automatically do? They're going to lean in. And you get the card of be happy. It's your choice. Smile, shine your light. And Dave always says the most attractive girl in the room is the one with a smile on. And you get surrender into service. When you're unsure of which direction to take, focus on service. So I feel like it's asking you to pull your energy back. And do you know where your North Node and your Chiron are? You get the King of Pentacles, the Strength card, and the Queen of Wands. This is the relationship you have wanted to manifest. The new cycle's coming. There's a circle around her like a ring. So I feel like you're going to have that energy. You just need to pull your energy back a little bit first. So, as you have deleted your question. So, apparently we're done. So, I am we're at an hour and 30 now. So I'm going to take a break and I will be back on in the morning. We'd like to thank everyone for joining us, and it's been fun tonight, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye.